Hello, and welcome back to a new academic year. We've had a brilliant start back to school this week, and hopefully your children have already shared with you some of the things that we've been up to. Our year group team is Miss Vickers in Mayfly class, Mrs. Bailey and Mrs. McCullough in Damselfly class, Miss White in Dragonfly class, and our support staff are Mrs. Bergenhead and Mrs. Southey. If you need to communicate with your child's class teacher, please contact our year group email. Our phase leader is Mrs. Batista, and she can be contacted via her email, although your child's class teacher is usually the best first point of contact. If you do have further concerns, you're welcome to email Mrs. Batista, but please be aware that it may take up to a week to receive a response.
The daily timetable in Year 2 is much the same as Year 1, so children will be working within a routine that they are familiar with. The Year 2 day begins promptly at 8:40 a.m. when children are dropped off at their class drop-off zone on the playground. Collective worship is a little different this year, as we won't initially be gathering together outside of our class bubbles. However, there will still be daily worship opportunities, and these may be in the form of a virtual whole school worship, a virtual collective worship with the local clergy, or a class worship. Morning break time is at 10 a.m, lunchtime is from 11:45 a.m. to 12:30 p.m, and Year 2 will have an afternoon playtime each day at 2 p.m. During morning break time, the children will be provided with a piece of fruit to enjoy whilst they play within their bubbles. The Year 2 day ends at 3:10 p.m, so please be ready to collect the children from their pick-up zone at this point. Children in Year 2 will do PE on a Tuesday afternoon this year. As they will not be changing in school, children must come dressed in their school PE kit which they will wear for the whole day. As usual, PE will be taught by our sports coaches and one of our HLTAs. At the beginning of week 4, we will begin teaching children new spelling rules and will send spelling lists home at this point. As was the case in Year 1, children will have a spelling quiz each Friday to assess how well the new rule has been learnt and embedded. We will be taking the opportunity in the first 3 weeks of term to listen to every child read individually so that we can assess their current reading level and ensure that they have been allocated the correct book band on Bug Club. From week 4 onwards, we will then begin weekly guided reading sessions.
Our Excellence as Standard Pedagogy is how we teach at St. Peter's. Each strand of our pedagogy is displayed for you to see. We follow a mastery approach and love learning from experts outside of our community, as well as from experts within our community. We ensure that the children understand the purpose of their learning and use models to ensure clarity and high expectations. Our pedagogy encourages the children to approach feedback and critique with an open mindset where marvellous mistakes are celebrated. We know this year may be challenging, as children will have all had very different experiences of remote learning during lockdown. Some children may have gaps in their learning, and some may have made rapid progress with one-to-one support from their parents or carers. Because of this, we'll be making sure that in the first few weeks, we take time to see where the children are on their learning journey. This will let us plan for the year ahead. High-quality teaching will help support children if they have any gaps in their learning. We will continue to ensure that the children enjoy a broad and rich curriculum. Initially, in line with government guidance, we will be focusing on English, Maths, Science, Geography, RE, PE and PHSE. In Geography this term, we are looking forward to working on our mapping skills and identifying physical and human land features in our fieldwork and local environment study. We will be reintroducing more subjects as the year progresses. You can find our curriculum offer on our website. We will also be continuing our work on values throughout the year, with our first Year 2 value being encouragement, followed by truth and compassion.
At St Peter's, we believe that developing a love for reading and writing and an engagement with books is essential for each child to achieve their potential across all aspects of the curriculum. We use carefully selected rich texts to infuse children in English lessons and to provide an engaging context through which we teach the skills for reading. In Year 1, these texts include Billy and the Beast, Dinosaurs and All That Rubbish, Jack and the Beanstalk, and One World. In Year 2, the text will include The Snail and the Whale, George's Marvellous Medicine, The Bear and the Piano, and Amazing Africa. This is just a selection of the texts that we use across Key Stage 1. There are many more. In Year 1, there is daily phonics teaching, but in response to the current gaps that have occurred as a result of school closure, we now have a comprehensive phonics catch-up plan to ensure that full coverage has been achieved across Key Stage 1. This will therefore involve Year 2 also having daily phonics teaching for the first few terms. We teach reading through small group guided sessions. These are based on phonics and decoding skills, and in Year 2 moving more to comprehension. Individual reading is only undertaken for assessment purposes and at key points in the year. However, more regular individual reading is put in place for those children who may need additional support. In Year 1, we teach a vocabulary programme called Mrs. Wordsmith to develop children's word knowledge and definitions. In Year 1 and 2, there are weekly spellings. The spelling rules are taught in school, and then the children will receive the weekly spelling list to practice their skills and recall at home. There will be a low-stakes spelling quiz at the end of each week, where children will self-mark and correct their own errors. This is to help children understand their own misconceptions, and it is proven to improve memory and future recall. If you would like more information about how we teach reading and writing at St Peter's, please do visit our website.
At St Peter's, we believe that mathematics is for everyone, and we work on supporting all children to develop positive mindsets towards maths and to believe that they can achieve highly. We follow a mastery approach to teaching and learning mathematics, which means that all children will learn together in the classroom, with opportunities for additional support and challenge where needed. Children particularly love our STAR Challenge questions and tasks, which appear throughout each lesson and allow children to delve deeper into a given concept. Over their time in Key Stage 1, children will access an essential and rich set of mathematical concepts and big ideas, and will learn to solve problems and to reason mathematically. There will also be regular opportunities for fluency practice, so that children can confidently recall important number facts and gain automaticity in using efficient methods to solve problems.
The children will undertake a phonics check in November. This is something the children are familiar with from Year 1, and the teachers will use it to assess where children are and to inform future planning. In the summer term, the children will undertake the Key Stage 1 standard assessment tests. These are a statutory requirement, and they will be used to support end-of-year teacher assessments and to inform our transition of the children into Key Stage 2. We will continue to use online platforms for home learning this year, so please can you check that you have access and have logged onto online platforms such as Teams, Bug Club, Times Table, Rockstars and Numbots. In the next few weeks, we will share details of home learning for Year 2. This will include our spelling lists for the first term, which will be shared via Teams. Each week, the children will be taught the spelling rule in class and will have a chance to practice and apply these daily throughout the week. At home, we ask that you please embed this learning by providing your child with the opportunity to practice and apply their learning from school. The children will have a chance to showcase this learning in our spelling quiz each Friday. The children will self-mark their spelling quiz, as we feel it is invaluable for them to recognise any marvellous mistakes in order to support their further learning. Class teachers will be monitoring these scores, and if we have any concerns about your child's spellings, we will contact you. We are really looking forward to the year ahead as we continue lots of exciting learning here at St Peter's.